Hey, I want to tell you about something new I'm doing this year that I'm excited about. But let me start with this. I love music, and I love people, and I love words. And one of the most helpful word pictures this year for me has been stranded. Stranded is a word that means to be pulled like a thread out from a cloth. And now the thread is stranded, right? It's not a part of that fabric anymore. We feel stranded from friendships. There are people we want to connect with, and we don't know how. Stranded from family. Maybe there's been hurt or damage, and so we feel disconnected in ways that we don't know how to fix. And ultimately, the ultimate strandedness is the sense of homesickness and disconnection from God. The fabric of the life of the Trinity, we've been stranded from the life of God. This is what Jesus has come to address. He has come to take all of these stranded souls and weave them back into the life of the Trinity. In fact, he's come to weave everything he's ever made back into this fabric of his life. That's what music is about. For me, that's what storytelling is about. How can I tell stories? How can I sing songs in a way that make Jesus available to people? I don't really totally understand how it works, honestly, but I have seen it work. I can bear witness to this reality, and I've seen it in other people's lives, that stories and songs really do this somehow. They really participate in Jesus' work. So that's kind of what I do, and that's sort of why I do it. But the idea of strandedness has also been something that God has used to change my mind about the way that I've been doing ministry. I've been doing everything by myself. I've been ministering functionally stranded. I'll give you an example. There's a woman at church named Jill. She's a great friend of mine. And last fall, before I hit the road to travel, she told me, she said, I really want to pray for you. I want to be a part of your ministry. So when you're on the road, send me prayer requests. And I said, oh, sure, Jill, that sounds great. I'll do that. Thanks so much, right? And of course, and I never did. Until about halfway through the tour, about a month and a half in, I just had this miserable day. And I had a concert that night. And the last thing in the world I wanted to do was go play this concert. I didn't want to be around anybody. And the Lord reminded me, hey, Jill has wanted to pray for you. Maybe you should text Jill. So I did. I texted her and I said, please pray for me. Here's the situation. She said, great, I would love to pray for you. So fast forward about 6 months later, and I'm in a meeting, and Jill is there, and we're talking about ministry. And I'm sharing about what the Lord is teaching me about not wanting to be stranded in ministry anymore, but how hard it is to ask for help. And she said, you know, when I told you I wanted to pray for you last fall, I so badly wanted to be a part of your ministry and to help you, but you wouldn't let me. You didn't make any way for me to be a part of your life and your ministry until the day that you texted and you said you were so exhausted, please pray for me. She said, that day, for the first time, I felt like, I can be a part of what he's doing. And that hit me like a ton of bricks. I just was like, oh, that's it. That's what I don't know how to do. And that's what needs to change. Here's a phrase that that keeps coming back into my mind. It is so hard to ask for help, but it is impossible for someone to help you if you haven't asked them to help you, if you haven't made your needs known. So this is something different I'm trying. I'm feeling that this is what God is really calling me to do, to ask people to partner with me in ministry. And another reason for this that I'm learning is God is Trinity. God is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And Jesus doesn't do anything by himself. He does everything in and with the Father. The Spirit doesn't do anything apart from Jesus. And this is the way life is supposed to work. We are supposed to be interwoven and interdependent. To do ministry by myself is actually disobedient and not sustainable and not healthy. So I'm excited because God is moving me into a more healthy way of doing ministry. Also moving me closer to a way of doing ministry that is more like the way he actually does things. Now, practically what that looks like is I've built a page onto my website called the Partner page, matthewclark.net/partner. And there's a form on there, and you can give a one-time gift, or you can give a monthly ongoing partner gift. And the monthly gift is great because that creates stability in it, and it creates a kind of connection that is ongoing. And that really is encouraging to me as I do what I do, to have a sort of ministry family. So please check out the page, and I hope you'll consider being a part of what I do, joining me in ministry, because I really can't do this by myself. And even if I could, I shouldn't. I should be inviting people in to be with me, and so this can be more fruitful and sustainable in the long run. So thank you for listening. I hope you'll consider joining in prayer and in support. I'm really thankful for so many people who've already been generous and encouraging over the years. Thank you.